Cosmos, angels, ancestors, wayshowers, guides, ascended masters, archangels, galactic federation, council of light, elementals, fae, Mary Magdalene, all beings assigned to our team for our highest, holiest, heavenliest, most divine, godly good, our celestial guardians, and all benevolent beings of light. What do we need to know about this? You are the star that God said you are. This is a God did type of life. What is the energy victory? I did see, and there's the star right there. I thought I told you I'm a star. I thought I told you. You are a star that God said that you are. It has been proclaimed within this timeline that you've solidified that, yeah, the world is meant to see you. The world is meant to hear your story. They said, okay, correction, I just heard you won your version of the lottery. Not everybody desires to be well known. Not everybody aligns with being well known. But this is your version of the lottery. The life that you have aligned to living is your version of the lottery, is what I just heard. But what is up, Galactic Golden Nuggies? How y'all doing? How y'all feeling? What's the vibe? Hold on. I'm kind of far away. Let me get in closer here without knocking my crystals everywhere. There we go. Hello, hello, hello. And listen, y'all, I have been channeling these miracles happening, and I just had one happen to me. And these miracles are going to come out of nowhere. Like, you are not going to expect the way this plays out. Because, y'all, this was day before yesterday. Like, yesterday I took it off just to sit with these ascension symptoms, and I knew it was because I was going through massive upgrades. But the day before yesterday, I was carrying my groceries home, and I see these dogs just wandering outside. I chased them all around the block, and they kept going back to this one house, but then when I'd get close to them, they would like scatter. And I'm like, okay, how am I going? I'm pretty sure this is their house. How am I going to get these pupperoonies? Anyways, so I get one of the little ginger one back into the yard. She's like sitting there growling at me, but she's in the yard staring at me, being like, this is my house, but I don't trust you. And I'm like, okay. Obviously, you were telling me this is where you live. I will go get the other one in a minute, but let me ring the doorbell like a freaking maniac to see if anybody answers. Well, luckily the neighbor had this, I've never seen a doorbell like this before, so it's hard to explain, but it's like a camera with like, you could speak through it. Like you can use your phone. It's almost like talking on the phone, but through a doorbell, and he could see me. And the first thing I hear him say is that my dog? Didn't even say hello or who are you, just, is that my dog? And I'm like, I'm pretty sure this is, and there's another one out here, and he goes, oh my God, I'm at work. They must have gotten out early this Grand Rising. And I was like, well, there was a neighbor down the street that was like, yeah, these dogs have been wandering around for hours. And I'm like, the neighbor that I spoke to, that I asked if this was their dog, said no, but they have been wandering around the neighborhood for hours. And he goes, let me see if I can get somebody to cover my shift. Let me see. And I'm like, no. Like, I don't want you to jeopardize your job. Do they bite? And he was like, no. They don't bite. The smaller one, she'll nip if she's scared, so you may not want to grab her, but the Doberman doesn't. So I was like, okay, I'm going to try and get this old ass. This Doberman was old as dirt. She was old as a motherfucker. She looked blind in one eye, like cataracts and everything. I'm like, I'm going to try and get this super old as motherfucking dirt Doberman and try and lead her up to the gate. And he's like, can you see if the gate is open? And I'm checking and it's like locked. So I'm like, no, I'm gonna have to jump this in order to unlock it from the other side. Is that okay? And he's like, yeah, please jump the gate and unlock it. And then if you can get her in there, the other one will follow. So I jump the gate, I unlock it, and all of a sudden I hear, whoa, 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 whoa. And I'm like, looking behind me, there is another dog in the gate as soon as I unlock it and open it, and I'm walking out, barreling after me, and I'm like, whoa, 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 I'm like backing up, and he can see from the doorbell, my hands are up, and he goes, oh, I'm sorry, we have another dog, I didn't realize they were all outside. And I'm like, is this one mean? And he goes, that one is definitely not one you're gonna wanna touch because it's very defensive. And I go, okay, well, this one's standing at the gate. I'm trying to get Snickers, which is the Doberman, in this gate. How am I gonna do this? So I grab my chips, because I had my groceries, I grab my chip and I throw it to the side of me, and this big one like bombastically side-eyes me, but it goes over to sniff my chip, and I grab Snickers and I'm like, hey, come on, please just walk with me, don't bite me. I lead the Doberman in there, and I get her in there, and then the little teeny like ginger one, I don't know if she's like a corgi or something, runs in after the other one, and the other one that was sniffing the chip goes, hey, They're all back in there, and runs back in after them, and then I slam the gate. The reason I'm telling you guys all of this is I did this so none of these pupperoonies would get smashed, because there were cars going back and forth. Like, my main priority was making sure these little pupperoonies were safe. I had no intentions of receiving anything from this experience. I just knew, okay, God had me out here at this time in order to help these dogs. So I help them. I leave the number with the owner, like I'm talking to him on the camera. I'm like, hey, you and your wife don't have to leave work, because I was able to get them all through the gate. The gate is now closed and locked, so they shouldn't be able to get out of there. But like, if you see them wandering like through your camera again, or if somebody else gets in contact with you, I will come back out here and I will get them in the gate again. So I left him my number, and I was like, hey, call me if you need anything. He texts me today and he's like, hey, me and my wife want to meet you. Can you come back down here? And I was like, sure, like, why not? Like, neighbors want to see who saved their puppies. I get down there, they have a fruit basket and a card. Well, I didn't open the card until I got home. Basically, it was just like, thank you so much. Like, our dogs are our babies. If anything had happened to them, we would have been heartbroken, and nobody else around was willing to help. So thank you, because we know they're big dogs, they're scary. Like, and he was just like super appreciative. She was super appreciative. And I get home, I open the card, and there's $200 in there. Tell me that's not a miracle. Tell me that's not God at work right there. Because my main focus was the dogs, like making sure they were safe. It wasn't on receiving anything. And then I get $200 from this individual and his wife. Like, what? And the reason, this is not for me to flex. This is not for me to be like, go ball in. No, this is for me to say, God will make it happen. If you pray about something and you pray as though you have already received it, because I was like, God, I would like to be able to invest in, you know, better, like healthier groceries. I would like to be able to get my fur babies something healthier instead of just this like shitty dry kibble. And God comes through with that grocery money. And like, I can pay, like, the fact that God just came through like this blows my mind. And the reason I'm telling you this is, you pray about it, you align with it, you will receive it. It is inevitable. Miracles are happening in this moment. Big and small, it doesn't matter what it is, you're still receiving. God will provide, but you got to sit in the energy of knowing that this provision is already yours. And for those of you that are resonating with this message, you already know that you're a star. You've gone through such a deep healing process. You know that your story, your energy is meant to heal others. You may even have individuals that come up, and when they're talking to you, they want to touch you. It's because you have healing energy. You have this energy that makes others feel not only healed, but feel light. With fertility out here, it's like when you enter a room, you see how she's walking in, everything blooms around you. 10 of Pentacles. This is rags to riches type of energy. And for some of you, somebody had to go to jail in order for this to happen. You just got offered modeling jobs. Congratulations, Anga! Got that confirmation. Oh my God, congratulations. I am so proud of you. Like, listen, y'all, miracles and blessings that you got that. Oh my God, this is exciting. It's happening. It's happening, y'all. Y'all better be in the, God is in the blessing business. Y'all better be in the receiving business. Y'all better know this is for you. Y'all better claim this message. I claim each and every blessing that has come down as above, so below, come down from the heavens to be a part of my experience, because it is due. God brings through what is due. And this is not the first time God has come through in this way. Like, and this is not the last time that God is going to come through in this way. And I don't want you just claiming it for everybody else. Claim it for you. You deserve blessings too. Claim it for you. This is not just about, ooh, fame, fortune, recognition, life, luxury, blah, 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 blah. No, this is that dream house that you've been expressing to the Most High that you desire to have. That you know that you're worthy of, you know you put in the work to have, and you're going to receive it in a way where you will know it's no other than the Most High. Where you'll be able to have space to expand, to work on a business that God wants you to work on, to focus on your career, to focus on everything other than the way that the Matrix is trying to bind you to any type of lack mentality. In any way that you may have previously been stripped or what you had to surrender before. Sorry, let me get a little closer in here because, like, y'all, I feel like we need to be close. I don't know. I'm feeling this, like, bonding energy. I want to bond with y'all, and that requires me to be a little bit closer. Some of you are about to get closer to somebody. Or you're about to have a fulfilling connect. That's why I wanted to get close. I was feeling the, can you feel the love tonight? Ace of Cups, you're about to feel the love, and not just from another person, but from the Most High. Because you've sat in this unconditional love, no matter what it is you had been through. And I just saw, there was a sign, I'll have to post it later, on my walk back from the gym today. I believe it was from a homeless person that had once been holding it, but it got ripped in half and thrown on the ground. And it said something about blessings coming in. I'll have to post it, but I remember Proverbs 28:27. Let me read that to you. Because some of you may have been in this situation where others didn't help you. They turned a blind eye to you. I'll have to post it because I just was channeled it and I saw it on my way home from the gym. Proverbs 28:27. Whoever gives to the poor will lack nothing, but those who close their eyes to poverty will be cursed. If you want to prosper and be protected, then give to the poor. Let God be true. That's Proverbs 28:27. So this lets me know, in many instances where individuals could have been of assistance to you, should have been of assistance to you, they weren't there. Because I know that's not us. Any individual I see that needs something, I will give it to them. Like, I am not the person to see somebody that had been in a situation that I had been in and not be there. I try to give back as much as I can, and the reason I'm telling you this is because it's not to receive, it's because I know what it feels like. And I know that you can resonate with that, where when you were in a certain situation, everybody turned their fucking back on you. Everybody that was meant to be there for you wasn't. Family, friends, people that watched and laughed, and in that, they cursed themselves. Because the experience they're going through now, they fully understand what you had to go through in order to elevate without their help. Nobody can claim the success besides God and you. Because some of us gave the last dollar we had in our bank accounts or in our pockets to help somebody. And you never know who is an angel in disguise. Just like they didn't know that we were. Many of these individuals turned on us for their own benefit in some way. It was not because we ever did anything to them. Two of Cups out here. With King of Pentacles, some of you have some heavy hitters that are interested. Because you are a heavy hitter. Many individuals see you now. Now it's up to you and the Most High and your divine team who is allowed to participate in your experience, not the other way around. Because some of these individuals turned their nose up at you. These are the individuals that know, with the fact I set the King of Pentacles on the Five of Pentacles, they know that they are about to be in a poverty position because of how they held their prosperity over somebody's head. Somebody is also being guided to, I heard, relieve themselves of a position in a family where they were the provider. For some of us, that was us, but it was not just a material provider, but an emotional one, a spiritual one. Now, the reason this is relevant is because somebody has been physically, spiritually, or mentally detained for things to play out in this way. Your path has been cleared. And I want nobody fearing the energy today, because I know with it being Halloween, there are some individuals that are like, the hoobly dooblies. Let them be hoobly dooblies. Like, it ain't stopping nothing. No monkey ain't stop no show. Okay? This is not, we are not giving tickets to the circus. We are not purchasing tickets to this maniacal circus. We are exactly being of service. What am I being for Halloween? Funny. What am I being for Halloween? Funny. That's my costume. Sorry. let me focus. Woo! 3 of Pentacles. Teamwork makes a dream work. Somebody is... No, this is about to be you. Just like you beautiful soul in the chat earlier that talked about getting these modeling gigs. Quite a few of you, if not all of you in here, are about to receive a massive opportunity to work with other like-minded souls. I know, listen, I was cracking jokes off earlier, and that was one of the jokes that I cracked off earlier to one of my guides, and I'm like, I'm gonna say that on live. If anybody asks what my costume is, I'm gonna say funny. I'm glad it made some of you laugh. I'm glad we raised the vibrations up in here, up in here. I'm feeling good today. I don't know about y'all. Y'all better be feeling good. Y'all better be feeling high vibrational. Y'all better be feeling worthy of a miracle, because you're receiving it. Emotional fulfill. What did I just say? Because bro, I can't make this shit up. Y'all better receive these blessings. The Ace of Pentacles with a new beginning, something that's gonna make you emotional, that's gonna make you cry, because you're so excited. The Ace of Pentacles is a big offer. It's a big change. It's life-changing. Y'all hear the beep beep in the background? It is life-changing. I heard everybody's gonna know that the divine favors you. It's nothing to be fortunate when you don't hold your soul. It means nothing to be fortunate if you don't hold your soul. Everything you went through tested you, but you never sold out and you never gave up. You are an inspiration towards those that have been watching your journey, expressing the desire to be like you. And not in an egotistical way, but in a way where there are individuals that were afraid. It's like afraid of being a rebel, being a sacred rebel, going against the grain. And you being who you are has gone against every societal standard, every enslavement program, everything that had been deemed acceptable within this realm. We are the complete opposite. And there are eyes that have been on us that have been inspired to be their authentic self, releasing themselves from oppression. There are others that are freeing their ancestors and freeing their soul because you never gave in. You never gave up and you never gave in when it seemed like it would be easier. That's why your ships are coming in, but it was a long time coming. This was also it looks like spiritual detox that was taken, where it's purging out anything that was held within the subconscious while not filling it with anything that was not high vibrational, anything that you knew was not playing out within your reality with you keeping an eye on it. And what Spirit means by this is continually indulging in messages that you already had the answer to, only to fill your time and space, and instead filling it with things that were high vibrational for you. Things that you could lock onto energetically and align to: fortune, abundance, success, unconditional love. This is also something that shouldn't exist but does and did. You pulled in a timeline that was already, you are that version of you that was already living this experience. You are in that timeline. You've pulled it from the 4D. And God has advocated for this with the stripping of this previous reality and all the trauma that came with it. This is about you no longer wanting to do what the previous version of you was doing. And listen, not what was working. Because I tested this theory. I won't say this theory. I went about doing things in an alternate way to where it did not lead me to fulfillment in the way that I had been doing it before it did. Where, y'all know, I was coming live earlier, but that didn't sit right in my spirit. I felt like I loved waking up earlier. I loved the energy that came with waking up earlier. But I felt like everything was too forced. Like I was forcing myself to be awake. I was forcing myself to go in the state of theta, to get messages and align with the divine. And it's like I wasn't taking my time. where normally I take my time with the divine. I just let it flow. I will write down multiple messages instead of just going off the first one that's channeled to me. So today, I went with the flow of energy. I went into theta, I meditated, like I came back from the gym, I did my appointment, I meditated. I got multiple messages I wrote down, and the energy was just so great. And before I even came live, that beautiful energy messaged me and was like, hey, I want to give you something. So I knew I was on the right track. To where before, I was trying to force this billionaire routine, where every billionaire and every millionaire apparently wakes up at 5 a.m. And believe me, it does feel good. It gets you energized throughout the day, but it didn't feel like me. It didn't feel like the successful version of me. It felt like I was forcing that version of me to come through, or that version of me should be intertwined with this version of me now naturally. So I went back to, I won't say back to, but I aligned with a schedule that I knew successful version of me that was already in that successful timeline, the one making the most impact on this planet, was doing. What their routine would be, how they would take their time in order to make sure that there was like no anxiety coming through. There was no feeling of being rushed. There was no rush, because time is fluid. I mean, time doesn't exist if we look at it in that perspective, to where all will come through when it's meant to. And I realized taking yesterday off was needed in order to reset my system for this new version of myself that I'm walking into November as. And I advise you guys do the same. Not trying to be that individual in that timeline out of your comfort zone, but knowing that version, not out of your comfort zone, but like out of who you are. Not trying to be who you are not. You know, not trying to be this individual that doesn't align with your spirit, but instead being that individual to where everything aligns with you. Not you trying to align with everything. That's what it is. Thank you, Spirit. You not trying to align with everything, having everything align to you. Moving within this reality as already obtaining that mentality, already being that person. And you being that person knows that you don't need to follow the routines of others, that you don't need to be like others. You just need to be you. And that's what I found out. Like, that's what I tested with this like 5 a.m. schedule and like doing things, because there's a whole routine. Like, you get up, you take a shower, you take your vitamins, you drink your protein shake, you drink your energy drink, you go to the gym, you come back, you meditate, you stretch, you do yoga. And for me, that just felt like a lot. Like, that just felt like my vessel was trying to do things to appease my spirit, while my spirit was already blissful with the routine that I had. And I realized that yes, there are some very, very high functioning, abundant individuals that they're able to cram all of that into like 3 hours. But for me, I like to flow. My energy just flows. I realized that that was not the schedule for me, because that was me trying to be something I already am. And that was me seeking outside of myself for that alignment, instead of just flowing with the energy to where I already was in alignment. And the reason I'm going off and telling you guys this is because those of you that are feeling this energy, you're already in it. You may see others receiving before you, and you're excited for them. You're happy for them. And you may feel like, okay, am I doing something wrong? Like, should I be more like this individual? Like, should I be getting up at this time? Should I be working out? Should I be eating this? Like, should I, like, when I say eating this, should I be, maybe taking lion's mane? Or should I be, ingesting reishi mushroom? Like, should I be going to bed at a certain time? But if something is working for your spirit, you don't need to be like any individual that has already obtained that success to have success, because you're already there just being you. There are some things that we're going to be guided to do and to take, but you shouldn't force yourself to be something that you're not currently in alignment with, in order to feel like you're reaching a certain level that you're already at. Like, if you feel like you need to, yes, be consistent on what it is you're releasing, the art that you're creating. But if you feel like you have to, like, another thing I'm gonna chill back on is, at first I was guided to do 2 YouTubes, and I was like, this isn't me. Like, with the messages I give, they're in depth. I make sure that you receive what you're meant to receive that day. And I feel like me doing a live a day is good enough, because we pick up a new energy every day. And I feel like for those of you the message is for, you'll receive what you need from this message, and maybe you'll come over to TikTok and listen to me over there. But I feel I felt like doing 2 was, it just wasn't my on my spirit. It just wasn't me. It just felt like I was forcing something to, I won't say something to be, it was like I was forcing myself to be more proactive, thinking I was going to help more individuals and get more done. But it was counterintuitive. I did not get more done, and I did help many individuals with those messages, but it's like I feel like I could help more putting more into one message. Again, I say all that to say, don't be spreading yourself too thin. You are in the alignment you need to be to receive this. There's no looking back. There's only looking to the now. And the now is your future. So what are you integrating into the now that is going to be your future? And with this spiritual detox, I know a lot of us took time away from social media. Or you should if you haven't. Take time from listening to, if you're listening to back-to-back tarot readings, take a step back. I want you to ask yourself a question. And again, I am not ragging on any intuitive, because you guys know that I am also an intuitive, but I am also a manifestation coach, where when you are consuming, you are not creating. And to be a creative, with a co-creator within your reality, requires you to take a step back from consuming outside energy and integrating it into your reality in a way that is not of your highest good. So when you're listening to back-to-back tarot readings about the karmics is doing black magic, and the karmics are, and your ex is doing this fucking diabolical bullshit, and your job is being nefarious. Like, this is all stuff we know. And if you were repeatedly ingesting that, like you're eating that, you're consuming that into your spirit, you're going to be living that timeline again and again and again. This is why with my readings, I know that, because listen, that shit pays. I'm gonna be honest. Reading on the drama, it pays. But I'm not about to shift energy to where I'm seeking out abundance, and I'm not seeking out in knowledge. I'm not seeking out being of service. I'm not seeking out helping you, because I'm looking at these messages that even I used to do, and I'm seeing how I was in the loop, how I was stuck in a cycle of consistently diving into lower vibrational energy that was not assisting the spirit. It's one thing to know, it's another thing to consume repeatedly the same timeline that you don't want to experience. And this is why I ask you, because again, I'm not ragging on any reader, because there are messages that come through that need to be acknowledged. You needed to know what was going on in a certain point in your experience so that A, you would know that you were not crazy, B, you would know how to handle these situations, and 3, you would understand why you were transmuting such heavy energy. But there comes a time where you need to stop using the messages as a crutch to continue to consume and start creating your life. Because continually diving into things that you're integrating into your spirit, you will live those things that you are watering. You will live those things that you're planting within your being. And you will, as the co-creator to the universe, to the Most High that you are, you will start co-creating those experiences again and again and again in your reality. So again, I'm not ragging on any individual on this platform. What I am saying is, even when it pertains to me, if you're like, oh, this is too much fucking optimism and I need a little pessimism in my life, listen to your spirit, but don't continue to consume something that is not elevating you, that you cannot use in order to elevate later. Because how do you want to see your reality? How do you want to experience life in the next 3 months, 6 months? Is it continual suffering, or is it stability, solace, joy, unconditional love? Because reliving that pain, reliving that trauma and that betrayal, it takes up the space that this unconditional love and this abundance would need within your reality. You are putting within your spiritual backpack all of the things that need to be removed in order for you to carry what has been meant for you. You don't have enough room for this if you're continually backpacking this trauma, continually backpacking this fear, this paranoia, this anger, this resentment. All of that's got to go in order for you to integrate high vibrational aspects, high vibrational energy. You want unconditional love? You got to release the trauma from your previous relationships and the betrayal you experienced with karmic family and friends. You want abundance, you desire to be stable, you got to stabilize your energy by releasing anything that continually triggers you or that can be used against you emotionally in order to bring you down to a certain level where darker forces can take advantage of that and take advantage of you. And for those of you this message is for, God put you in this position to realize this. You see it now. And you are now, you should be. It is 222. It is 222. Look at this. Confirmation. It is 222. 222. Are you working on you? 222. Are you ready for what's about to come through? Because if you answered yes to working on you, then open your arms to receive what's about to come through, because God brings through what is due. And this is what is due to you at this level, because you've broken out of the cycle of continually experiencing suffering. Therefore, you are meant to experience the light end, the upside of the experience you just came out of, because you learned from that experience. Now you're meant to learn from this adverse experience, the opposite of what you were previously going through. And for those of you this is for, God said it's time. You know it's time. It's sitting in your spirit. You're getting kind of aggravated at your surroundings because you're like, this is not where I'm supposed to be at right now. I feel it in my spirit. I feel it. And thank you for taking the knowledge that I drop within these channels and using them, because this is why I'm here. If I'm speaking to you, get ready for what is due to come through. I want y'all to claim this message. This is you receiving what is not only going to inspire those that have been keeping an eye on you, that have been inspired by the action you've taken and by your bond with your divine team in order to elevate in this way and all that has happened with this elevation, but all those whose mouths have been closed because they have nothing to say about you in this moment. They can't. Not only is God showing up and showing out, God has been showing up and showing out. And this is also through all of this, every negative thing that has been said about you, every smear campaign, every humiliation ritual, you never allowed your head to hang low, because God always said, look at me. Their opinions don't matter. What they're saying don't matter. Believe me, and it's not about to matter as soon as you get through this, but I need you to trust me. Each and every one of these individuals that laughed at you, you got the last laugh. You got the last laugh. Each and every individual that thought they were going to see you not make it, see you in the grave, see you outside on the streets, crazy and homeless, their jaw has hit the floor. They're watching you not only rise like the phoenix you are, but rise into a position that only God could have opened up for you. I told you, heartbreak, pure heartbreak. And the reason this is relevant is because all of these individuals, the things they said about you, it did create enemies out of individuals that never should have been enemies. These enemies are now advocating for you. And some of these enemies were individuals in high places. These individuals, some of them that turn their nose up at you, it's because of what these outside energies attempted to make you out to be. And they can't make you. They can't make you appear to be something you're not, because God has vindicated your name. But God could only vindicate your name if you let go of the old version of you. If you didn't give a fuck about that vessel. If you didn't give a fuck about that version's vessel. The reason I had to harp on this situation, I'm trying to be careful with my words because I want to continue to elevate you. But the vessel you're in has been made anew, and you know this. You can feel it. The version you are right now is completely different than the version that experienced the most trauma. The harshest tower. That's the version that they thought was going to be, I gotta say it like this, was going to be the version they would be sitting over in the casket. There are individuals that really planned out how they would act at your funeral. And I'm sorry to say it as harshly as that, but some of you, for those of you this message is for, you know there are individuals that expected you to see you in a casket. They expected to hear about your demise. Some of them even laughed at the thought. And again, I don't want to trigger anybody, but your come up is their karma. But it's because you stopped waiting on individuals to receive karma. You stopped they wanted to compete with you, but you stopped continually consuming content that talked about the type of judgment these individuals will receive because you no longer cared. And it was you no longer caring that cut that connection between these individuals and your current energy, which led to, I can't make this shit up, your justice. You no longer caring. There is a karmic family out here, as well as an individual that you may have been committed to at some point in time, that they got to see you rise. They got to see you be successful. They got to see you be happy. While some of these individuals are going to wind up on the street, some of these individuals are going to wind up in the justice system. Some of these individuals are just going to wind up living a mediocre life because of what they did to you. And you're about to not only be held in high regard when it pertains to how these individuals had spoken on your name, but you are also going to be put in a position to where they can't go somewhere without hearing your name. They can't go somewhere without seeing your face on the TV. They can't go somewhere without somebody talking positively about you. Because that's how God works. That's the position you're in. Everybody will know your name. You're leaving a legacy here, and it's for the right reasons. And after everything that you've been through, it is due. They said each little miracle leads up to the biggest blessing of all. Because you are the biggest blessing of all. Equal give and take. You're about to receive back what is due from the Most High to you because of everything that you've been through. This is everything that you trusted the Most High, everything that you trusted the universe with, everything you trusted your guides with, that you let go of, you're receiving back 10,000-fold. Because it's like, give it to me. Like, let it go. Stop holding resentment for everything you had to leave behind, everything you felt like you lost. You didn't lose it. You're going to get it greater. But first, you need to become the greatest version of you. They sure did. They sure did fumble their blessing. You are the biggest blessing of all time. You, this golden galactic being who brings forth healing, who brings forth blessings, who is a blessing. When you're in somebody's life, their life takes off. Things start working out for them effortlessly because of the energy you hold. When you leave individuals' lives, their house goes dark, their house goes cold. You're the warmth, you're the light, you're the sun. Some of you, I just heard Messiah. You are the prophecy. I just heard you are the prophecy to be fulfilled. Princess of Cups. Sipping from your own cup. Being able to taste the sweetness of the Most High. Taste the sweetness of sustenance. Taste the sweetness of victory. Vengeance is the Lord's, but so is victory. That's what I just heard. Vengeance is the Lord's, but so is victory. And this victory is yours to sip, to receive. And this is for those of you that know it's for you. Those of you that are still, because believe me, we all were at one point being like, yeah, okay. I'm getting upset because I keep hearing this, but it's not happening. That's resistance. You are your own obstacle. You are your own enemy. You are adding karma to your own experience by the mentality that you are keeping. For those of you this is for, and I pray that it's for everybody that tunes into this message, you know, it sits in your spirit where you're like, God is good. God is great. I am good. I am great. And everything mirrors that energy. You're seeing things play out around you in the way that they're about to play out for you if you haven't already had something play out. Where I have just been, like I said, I have just been vibing and then all of a sudden I get $200 for saving somebody's dogs. Like what? You can't tell me that wasn't God. That was God. And not only was that was God saying, you trust me. And I'm going to need you to go out of your way to do this. Nobody else has done this. I'm going to need you to do it. Just like the position you've been given. Nobody else has done what God has asked you to do. Nobody else has gone through in the way that you have gone through what God asked you to. Because each and every one of our stories are different. Where, like I said, I was homeless. About a year and some months ago, I was homeless. And God said, I need you to trust me. but I also need all of this shit to go. And I say, okay, all right, let's do this. I'm out here. God asked me to trust God while I was out there, because I knew that my experience wasn't going to be, it was going to be relatable, but only I was experiencing that in that moment and the way that I had to experience it to be this person I am today. And same goes for you. Nobody knows the pain. Nobody knows down to a T the pain that you went through, the betrayal you went through, the corruption that you had to release, the corruption that you had to overcome, the experience that you lived in order to be the you that you are today. Nobody else has lived your life to a T, but you were chosen to live that reality and to be the person you are today and receive what it is you're about to receive due to what you trusted God to, how we trusted God to walk us through things that we didn't see the light at the end of the tunnel. IFM, we didn't see it, but we saw it. We knew that there was going to be a high vibrational outcome to this. We trusted the Most High on the Most High's word. If you continue to do what I ask you to do, you will step into a position to where you never experience this again. I don't know about y'all, but that was God's promise to me. Was what you're going through now, if you overcome it, you will never have to experience it again. Never. God said truth. Sword of truth. I was getting goosebumps as I was holding that up. I'm like, damn, I'm really feeling like the fucking Holy Spirit right now. Everything that you have gone through, you will never have to go through again, that you have elevated from. That is a promise, and that is a promise that has been kept. And everything you're about to receive, I wasn't going to say it, but they rechanneled it to me again. Everything that you're about to receive, the world will see you get it. They are meant to. Nobody should be, at this point in your journey, nobody should be underestimating you, ever. They all know that you are God's strongest soldier when you have to be. But at this level in the game, you deserve softness. They said sustenance and restoration for those that have completed this level of the simulation. Oh, damn. Okay. So I'm gonna hold my pick, boy. What you don't see, a lot of love. Queen of Wands, the sun, the moon and the sun. All right, we weren't going to talk about it, but we're talking about it. Anything that you have overcome, because I said we weren't going to bring up the hoobly jubbly, but no, at this point we got to bring up the hoobly jubbly. There were groups that were working on, during the eclipse season, which walking into November, it is the wrap up of the eclipse season, working on keeping you from ever loving your life and ever walking into a healthy romantic dynamic. Thank you. I appreciate you. The light in me that you are seeing is also the light in you that you hold. Don't be afraid to let it shine everywhere and in everybody's motherfucking eyes. They should see you. So thank you. I appreciate you. And me looking up and just seeing that comment right as I'm talking about this, you are being seen not only as God's strongest soldier in the way that you have been, but in a way where your spiritual rank has cut through everything that was done to you, not only in this lifetime, but previous lifetimes where this work had taken effect. This was lifetimes of work done to keep you and a divine counterpart from connecting. Lifetimes, as well as lifetimes of, it's like not just star-crossed lovers, but also keeping you from certain positions. Either of you. One of you was supposed to die this time. And I'm guessing it was us. I'm guessing those of you watching this, we weren't supposed to make it through this to the point where we had elevated to such a spiritual high-ranking level that this no longer took effect. Because do we have heavy-hitting practitioners trying to bombard us right now? Yeah. Do y'all feel it? Or is it just ascending you and making you better? Because I don't know about y'all, but last night I had a dream. Some of you may have had dreams recently where you saw individuals attacking you. But you still got up in the grand rising and you're like, today is a great day. Today is a great day. Where this shit was supposed to have you depressed, It was supposed to have you wanting not to be here. It was supposed to affect your finances. All of this shit has been overcome in a way where you have broken through barriers from previous lifetimes, where you're getting an overflow from previous lifetimes. So yeah, if you've seen these individuals in the dream state, it's because they were doing something stupid. There were practitioners that tried it. Should we be worried about it? No. I really hope y'all are not sitting there like, it's October 31st, it's Halloween, the hoobly jooblies. Yeah. The hoobly joobly musky muskrats are going to be out there being absolutely diabolical. Should we be concerned about it and give it attention? No. The reason I'm bringing this up is because, yeah, should we be concerned about it? No. Yes, they are doing sneaky and deceptive behavior. But this is not going to affect us negatively unless you give attention to it and you put yourself in a position to perceive this work as having an effect on you. Instead, I want you to look at anything being done today, elevating you. Elevating your divine rank, elevating your intuition, elevating your chakra system, elevating your experience. Not giving attention to it, but looking at it as, all right, I'm feeling a little bit of like energy come through. I know that I'm further ascending. I know that I am gaining traction when it comes to my manifestations and the position God has placed me in. So yes, every grand rising, I want you guys to proclaim today is a great day. And before you go to sleep, I want you to say thank you for the great day. Even if you feel like it wasn't, put that energy out there. I want you also, before you fall asleep, state akin to sleep. I want you visualizing what you're doing and how it feels to be your most successful, most unconditionally loved. How it feels to be you, the you that you had looked up to at one point. The you that you had been daydreaming about being that individual in this moment. You are so very welcome. I will have to post more interviews from Jase. Because I was just listening, it came through on Pandora, Rebirth by XXXTentacion, where he goes, it doesn't matter if you had the hardest life, you're gonna make it. I'm gonna post that one. I'm gonna post that one so y'all can tune into it. But again, if this is your message, you're in it. You no longer have to feel as though you have to force this alignment. And you know, I won't say force it. You no longer have to continually release and shift to be in this timeline. You're in it. You have shifted. You are in the timeline. If you have been resonating with this entire message, you've been vibing with the energy, you're in this timeline. They said, I just heard your success with the sunrise. Some of you are going to be receiving something tomorrow. This is also about sun rising, so masculine energy on the rise. Some of you have woken up recently, some of you divine masculines. Some of you, this is an interconnected, they said, no, not interconnected, multi-dimensional celestial energy activations. Sun energy, star energy, sun. The sun is, yes, the sun is our biggest star. So you're getting activations in a way where, I like that, in a way where your celestial gifts needed at this level have been put online. So some Galactic Federation energy coming through too. They said you're on everyone's radar. And for this next level, you're going to need the gifts that are given. It's not just physical gifts and monetary means, but it's also the gifts given to you at certain levels. Wisdom, knowledge, truth. Truth. The truth of what happened and the truth of what is to come. The truth of why something happened. Patience is a virtue. So you've unlocked with this wisdom, they said the highest timeline in this moment of deep intuition you've ever had. It said heightened intuition, runs deep. How you download information, it's quick. You're at the peak in any timeline that you've ever, they said lifetime timeline. Any lifetime timeline, so not current timelines within this lifetime, past timelines. You are the most intuitive than you have ever been in any past timeline in the way that you've been activated within this lifetime, which has opened up new timelines for you. Oh, we getting deep now. So these timelines were not previously available to you in previous lifetimes. They are now. So yes, some of you are resonating heavily with the Galactic Council, the Galactic Federation, and Council of Light, activating you in certain ways. I'm here to confirm they are. Because you haven't been at this level in any lifetime to where they could download this information. Some of you were on the brink of it. I'm getting Egyptian. If you resonate with Egypt or Sirius, to where you understood the cosmic, they said the cosmic program obtained within the pyramids. How the pyramids were built and the understanding of the grid system the pyramids were placed on. Why the pyramids are placed where they're placed and what it means. Wow, okay. You mean there's a specific positioning of the pyramids? There's something in, they're showing me the pyramids, yeah, blueprint. There's a reason why the pyramids were placed in the way that they are. There's like a portal in the middle of it that like something along the lines of only you can open, or those that hold this energy will obtain the activations from that pyramid system, from that grid. It's something you're receiving without needing to be there. Whoa, wait a second. This is getting deep. Those of you resonating with this, you're getting activations in this life and you're getting downloads from a grid system you're not currently on, but only you can receive these in the ways that other individuals have gone to see the pyramids in order to harness this power that you have. It's only been unlocked to you, whatever this is. There are other individuals that have traveled to certain areas, could even be like, have sought out Atlantis, have gone to Rome. Like there are certain areas that individuals have traveled to in order to understand this ethereal energy and unlock it. But it has been downloaded to you. It has been gifted to you. It has been unlocked to you. And it's for the fortune that you're meant to receive. It's for the new life God is giving you. How you have earned this. This is intense. Yeah, it's a gift being given. It's a gift being given. Prince of Cups is also, it's like an offering. They said you offered up your old life for your new one, and the offering was accepted. God saw your sacrifice, and I just saw sacrificial lamb. You've been given the secrets, sacrificial lamb. But these are secrets that you are meant to hold. For the right time to give them will be given to you. You will know when the green light is. But for now, your secrets are safe with us. So this is just for you. You're not meant to, if you are a channeler, you're not meant to share this yet. If you, like with the information you've been given, you're not meant to share this yet. Or this gift. Whatever this is, you are not meant to share it yet. Magnifique. Could also be something from France. Magnifique, because that's what I just heard. I can't make this shit up. Egypt! Look at this! Look at this! This is my card, Isis. This is also the card of magic. Magique. Something been unlocked. And whatever it is, shut the hell up about it. Shut up. Don't be, whatever this is, you are going to be very excited. This is not just something that gets unlocked in the physical, like for you to see with your very eyes and hold. This is something within you. Some gift that's unlocked or something that you know. All out of the blue. Like this is, you about to receive something. You about to receive a lot of something. But it's because God knows you're ready for this. With the hawk over here, it is giving Horus. Could be something about a son, a child, but it's giving more along the lines of protection over the ancient secrets that you have been given. Something about tablets. They said the emerald tablets. Anunnaki. You unlocked a god. or you are an unlocked god. You are an unlocked goddess. Some ability has been unlocked within your past life that has been activated within this life. Wow, I didn't expect this to get this deep. You've been activated. Like, this is why the Galactic Federation and the Council of Light has their eyes on you. This is why everybody has their eyes on you. Because you are something... This is so hard to explain with previous grid systems, paradigms, lifetimes, and timelines. You've pulled in specific ones. You have been able to visualize you are a phenomenon, yes. The glitch. You're not just a glitch, you are the glitch in the Matrix. And this is, wow. We're gonna have to dive deeper into this. Because I still have to go over to TikTok. But they said no. For those of you it's for, you know that you've been activated in this way, and this is why you're going to lead so many. This is why your story had to play out in the way that it did. They will know the miracle you are and the way God has had God's hands on you through everything that has played out and everything that is playing out. Your entire journey, you trusted while pulling in the timelines that it would have led you to a moment that even you couldn't fully conceive. Not alone. And it's like they're giving me conceive like birth, but also conceive like believe. Where how this is going to play out, you're going to be astonished at how your life led to this. Where it's so much more than you even had ever asked for. So this is massive. And it looks like there are connections, deep soul level connections that are coming through at this level. Whether it's romantic or platonic, you networking. But you're meant to connect with souls all over the world. You're meant to connect with, physically, soul family. Not just online. Like, you are going to be meeting individuals whose lives have changed because of their perspective. Their perspective on the Most High, their perspective on their power, and their belief system in the Most High. And for some of these individuals, if not all of them, it's because of you. There are individuals you're going to be working with that had their life change completely because of you. Because of either how your energy activated them by you being awake and you being the heavy hitter you are, or by them watching you and being activated that way. But it's something about these individuals keeping eyes on you to where we got Princess Dave. They started taking action on their own life. They grew up. They evolved. They ascended. But you assisted them in breaking through matrix binding that had kept them from fully seeing the God within. Hey! No, you don't. She was pulling on the little blanket that I have I still need to get curtains. But the blanket is butterflies. So transformation. You helped others transform, level up. What did I do? Bro, transformation right there with the Princess of Pentacles and movement, because they watched you transform. They watched you level up. They watched how the decisions you made blindfolded led you to this moment, because you couldn't see what traps were set for you. But you believed. You stepped out on faith. That's what who said, oh, damn. Oh, did you hear Mama yell? Okay, thanks, Mamacita. They watched how you birthed an entirely new timeline without seeing where you were going and seeing what had been set up in order for you not to make it this far. You were stepping over traps left and right. You were elevating through evil left and right. And this would put you in a position to inspire those that had previously been bound by vices, by the matrix. You're about to celebrate too. This is beautiful. I'm going to leave it at that, because for those of you this is for, you are about to receive downloads to where they're just for you, but it's about how you're going to be moving with what it is you're going to receive in the physical. It's like you get a download with something you receive in the physical. And it's something where you would be overwhelmed without this download. You would be overwhelmed without this reassurance. Whatever this miracle is that's popping off, you know what it is for you. You're receiving divine guidance before it comes through. And you're being activated in, I just heard, so confirmation. You're being activated in ways that you will not only know what to do with this, but it pertains to the new version of you that has been activated within you that you have now become. You and your higher self are like this. You and past versions of yourself that were meant to be integrated at this time are like this. All is one. You are one with every timeline you have solidified for this moment. So this is beautiful. I'm going to leave it at that. For those of you this is for, move in silence. And know that it was a long labor time coming. This was a long labor. This was a big baby. Whatever has been birthed in your reality, whatever reality has been birthed that you have moved into as this new version of you, this was a big baby. This was a big birthing. This was a big transformation. And you did it right before Scorpio season or in Scorpio season, which death and rebirth, which means if you have already gone through the death state, you are in this massive rebirth where everything is being born around you. Everything is aligning to your energy. So this is beautiful, and I'm proud of you guys. I'm proud of us. This is gorgeous, and I hope you have an incredible day today. You better make it incredible. And if I won't be seeing you over on TikTok, I will see you again tomorrow. So until then, stay peaceful, unconditionally loving, stand united, and remain respectful unless disrespected. Then check with the Most High, check your motherfucking self, and then check a motherfucker with grace if need be. And like Jase would say, XXX Tentacion, I love you. Hey! If anybody tells you to lay down, run them the fuck over. But not with your car. Vroom, vroom. Your energy. Because we have nothing to prove. Our energy obviously does it for us. Let your energy speak. I love you guys. I appreciate you. Remain grounded. If you are not grounded, get outside and get grounded. Drink your water, take your spiritual baths and showers, and kick back and relax. You're in alignment with everything you were meant to be and do within this time. I love you. And I'll talk to you soon. So until then, bye.